We're gonna come back here though. We've seen the Russian helicopter in the distance and we got to get to that one. We will come back here. These look like missiles, but they are carrying fuel. So don't worry, that isn't missiles lying on the ground. We made it. Mi-24 Hind or Hind, H-I-N-D. Absolutely beautiful helicopter, man. Very surprising that something like this isn't in a museum. It is Russian, so maybe that's the reason. It's so massive in person. Doesn't do it justice on the camera. How's the size of the exhausts? Like, you could slide in that. That is basically the size of a slide that you see at malls. You won't be able to see anything in here, but surprisingly very small cabin room for how massive of an aircraft it is. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see in there, but there's a seat. Window wiper. Can you see anything? I think you can see a bit, yeah. What a beast. That's crazy. You can't see in.
Yeah.
Not sure why they would have done it. Oh, we're back at this main section. Got to have a look. Quite easy to see a fuel tanker. These things look huge, but like I said, they are not missiles. So don't worry. But they're actually in pretty good condition, some of them. That's the one I want to see at the very top. Let's work our way up there. I've read a few things online and they say this base itself, the old remnants of the base, this is called, I think it's called Spade Atom. Could get that wrong. The RAF Spade Atom Base. Very strange name. But the remnants of this, the history of this base is that in the 50s and 60s, apparently the UK had a rocket program here and they did a lot of testing here for rockets. But then now it is just used for military training. Yeah, please comment if you know what these are. I do not know about planes. They're mostly stripped out. There's no real cockpit or anything left in them. We've done about 3 miles so far. 3 miles of walking. So my leg has had enough. There's a few planes, man. My goodness. I can't believe Sam didn't want to come in. As if. It's very rare. Very, very rare that you can see this kind of stuff, ever. You know? There's not many places in the world where you can pretty easily, to be honest, walk into a airfield. This thing is massive, lad. This thing's like twice as big as these others. Wow. It looks relatively still in good condition compared to the other ones. What are these for? You guys might know. Drop it in the comments. I got no idea what these extension things are. Is it just for aerodynamics? Or is it a weapon? Wow. Is it for water? Do they spray water out of it to like reduce heat or something? Don't know. That's crazy. I am pretty exhausted. My leg has had enough. It wasn't far, but it probably took not long, 35 minutes to get in. Not even. That's wild. What a view. You reckon people have been stealing copper or anything? Probably. There's an actual switch you can flick. We have to flick it then. Cool. What a spot, man. What a spot. How would you get into the cockpit? I got no idea.
Overhead, and I could probably crawl through it.
She's gone all the way in.
Oh yeah, you're there. So how far is the cockpit from
The engine's gone, but this is massive, bruv. That is crazy.
No.
25. Russian, I think.
Is that water or fuel?
Most likely water, I would say.
Yeah.
I can't smell fuel anymore. I could smell fuel before.
Like you can't even see in it. Because it's like frosty glass. This is the only window you can see through.
That's cool. And this is sort of to simulate a runway. They're positioned almost ready to take off. That's what it looks like. Here's the original two. We came in straight over here. So now we've got to start the march back through the swamp. So thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on the adventure, man. Bit of a random one, but that was fun. And shout out to the 2 explorers who randomly joined me. That was very cool.